Okay, I'm gonna start by talking about the outer tunic, which is composed of cornea and sclera, and the outer tunic is the cornea, which is transparent, and it is comprised largely of connective tissues, and sclera, which is the white part of the eye, which protects the eye and is an attachment for the muscles, which helps the eye move. And also there's the medial rectus and lateral rectus, which medial move the eyes to the middle and lateral moves the eyes to the side. And moving on to the middle tunic includes cochlear code, which is this part, and it is loosely joined to the sclera and it is filled with blood vessels, and it also contains many pigments. And the melanin of the melanocytes produce and absorb excess light and helps to keep the inside of the eye dark. And also there's the ciliary body, which is the thickest part of the middle tunic. Um, it has group of muscle fibers that constitute a ciliary muscle. And also there's the suspensory ligaments, which hold the transparent lens in shape. And so the suspensory ligaments also has a common this process called accommodation, where if it contract, the lens stick becomes thinner, which helps you look farther. And the suspender, when it relax, the lens thicken, and then it helps you look at objects to the nearer. And this is called accommodation. And the next, moving on to the there's also the iris, which is the color portion of the eye. It divides enter cavity into anterior chamber and posterior chamber. There's also the coeruleus humor, which secretes a watery fluid into the posterior chamber. There's also the pupil, which is a circular opening of the iris. And if you look at this diagram, if the radial, there's also muscle fibers in the beside in the iris, which if the radial set contracted, the pupil become larger. If the circular set contracted, the pupil becomes smaller. And moving on to the inner tunic, um, it consists of retina, which contains visual receptor cells, and there's also the fovea centralis, which is a depression in the center. It helps produce sharper image, and also the optic disc. Um, it is also known as the blind spot of the eye since there's no visual receptor cells. And the nerve fibers from the retina leave the cell and join the optic nerve. So, 5 learning device is medial rectus. If you think about it, medium, it turns the eye to the middle. And for suspensory ligaments, suspend, which contract and suspend the lens. That's how I remember it. And aquarius humor, think of aqua since it secrete watery fluid. Aqua means water in Spanish. And fovea centralis, which is fovea focus help you produce sharper image. So fovea focus. And sclera, think of skeleton, which is also white, and it also protects the organ. So sclera skeleton.